And I think we're kind of like wrapping up here, unfortunately. I think they closed the bar down at 4:30, which is, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I mean, it is Thursday, I think. And sitting here with us right now, we have Godswill Nwako, the president of Asset Beta. And you're also on the board of SIPES, correct?
Yes.
So why don't you give a little introduction real quick, and let's just kind of talk about this Deal Buyers event and what value you see here.
Okay, so the Deal Buyers, so SIPES.
Let's hear about you first.
Okay,
let's hear about you first, okay?
So my name is Godswill Nwako, and I'm the technology chairman director for SIPES.
Okay.
And so I have a background in mechanical engineering with focus on computational fluid dynamics from back home here. I was hired by Schlumberger straight out of college to be a drilling service engineer.
Okay.
So I drilled wells all over Africa, and then we were coming up with this special tool that was going to help, optimize the drilling process. So I was part of the team. I was working in Nigeria and working with the team that was running the power drive tool. And they said, okay, you know what? You got the power drive experience, you got the LW experience, you got the LW experience. Why don't you come and work in the office in Louisiana, in the Gulf Coast? I said, sure. So
wait, were you excited about that?
I know, I was excited because you know what? The cool thing about coming to the Youngsville, which is the Youngsville division, was that's where all the big stuff happened, all the great stuff happened.
Oh, so that was kind of like that was the Mecca. Okay, all right, okay.
So they put me. So I came to Youngsville. It was a great opportunity. I saw the greatest tools. I saw the greatest operation, and I worked there. And then the cool thing was that we had this program in Schlumberger where you progress through the technical part of the component of the rise, and then you get to you graduate with a grade 11, and the grade 11 is supposed to move you to management. So I finished that. I got to grade 11, got past my grade 11. But then Halliburton came calling, so I went to work for Halliburton.
Halliburton came calling.
So I went to work for Halliburton.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes, I went to work for Halliburton for a couple of years, and then Baker Hughes also came calling. And it's okay, come work for us. So I went to work for Baker Hughes. It was a great opportunity working all over the United States, from Appalachian all the way to San Juan Basin, which is in California, from North Dakota all the way down to Eagle Ford. So I worked in
everywhere.
So I was doing that for about 4 or 5 years. And then I had a chance, a great opportunity to start my own oil and gas company. So I started an oil and gas company. We're doing drilling. We're providing drilling services. We started out drilling, providing traditional drilling services. I did that for a couple of years. Then we went up to contract drilling, which is providing turnkey services for small operators in the U.S. land. I did that for so many years. It was quite.
That's got to be a fun switch too, going from larger oilfield service companies like Halliburton, Baker, and Schlumberger and all that stuff, where you're mainly probably focused on like the larger operators, and then you're going to do that to the turnkey for the small mom and pop shop. That's fun to me.
And the great thing about doing the mom and pop, because the mom and pop lets you bring all that horsepower of experience and expertise to help develop and develop the assets. So like basically, we practically, because in operations in drilling, people always discount the efficiency of the operation. Like for example,
what do you mean?
For example, people expect that, for example, if you're drilling, you want to drill as fast as possible, you want to get to the bottom as quick as possible, and then get out of the hole. But the problem is that to drill as fast as you need to drill, you just have to consider the amount of cuttings you generate when you drill.
Yeah.
You have to run hard. You have to engineer the entire process. You have to say, okay, how fast am I going to drill? How much cuttings am I going to be generating? How quick and efficiently am I taking the cuttings out of hole? Because guess what? If you don't get the cuttings out of hole from the annulus, what happens that your BHA or your bottom wall assembly gets stuck in hole, and you can't get out of hole. And that's a bigger issue, right?
That's a big issue right there.
So for me, I got this culture. I went through this culture of having to engineer the entire process end to end.
Okay.
To engineer everything, make sure that I have my annulus velocity, I have my pump capacity pressures, I have my HSIs, the hydraulics square index, hydraulics power square index. I have my jet cuttings. I'm able to understand the rake angle for the cuttings and the cutters, whether it's the insert or the PDC or diamond cutters.
So pretty much everything.
Everything. My hydraulic placements, my jar placements, and all that neutral. And so with that, I engineer the entire process. Get to the casing, the mud, and everything. So that is the horsepower that I bring to the small operators that can afford the whole sophisticated, end-to-end engineer. So I do that, and we were successful, and we drilled some very successful wells all over the U.S. From the Appalachian all the way to California and did that. So in between, I got my master's in computer science.
Okay.
We focus on cognitive artificial intelligence, and also got my MBA in finance from University of Houston Bar College of Business.
Okay.
In finance. So now I noticed that there's a lot of challenges with engineers that have companies that are entrepreneurs getting access to capital.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
for me, that's a problem I want to solve. So I started the private company, a platform that would allow operators to get access to capital.
Okay.
So that they can be able to actually do the things that they need to do. So,
okay.
And so Asset Beta is a platform that allows, because operators and asset owners, they have to spend this amount of time, developing the assets, drilling, completing, producing, but they have to spend another bit of time actually looking for capital to actually fund their operations.
Both ends. Both ends. You're spinning plates.
So as far as I'm concerned, we Asset Beta want to take away that need, that so that they can focus on what they are good at. That's developing assets, getting the oil out of the ground, and delivering the oil to the sellers.
So this event right now is the perfect blend right there for what you're trying to do, connecting operators or people with prospects, and also connecting with the investors.
Absolutely, because right now the oil is bullish. We got great market opportunities for oil. There's forecast 2 weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago, the oil was just a few dollars north of 60.
Yeah.
Now it's going up 70 something. And there's a forecast that it's going to go way beyond that before the end of the year. With the summer heat and all that. So the good thing we have is that Sipes is a platform that allows investors to actually come and see curated opportunities, because oftentimes you see opportunities that are not commercial, they're not profitable.
Yeah.
But we in Sipes actually curate those opportunities, make sure that we've checked them out, the geological, commercial viability, and the actual cash flow projection. Because it's not just about drilling the well, but what about the cash flow? It's going to produce, but it's going to produce enough to give you your positive
returns that you want. Right.
The net present value that you need. So all those things are things that we kind of make sure that we keep. To allow investors to come in and feel confident and comfortable.
So pretty much what you're saying is that when people come up with all these prospects or these ideas, this isn't like everyone throwing everything at Swall This isn't the trash. This isn't the junk. This isn't the noise that people are just trying to sell. These are actual valid projects that with expected returns.
Because Jeff and a couple of the board members, we spent days and time and hours vetting each and every one of these. We had lots and lots of prospects, but
so everyone today y'all vetted?
Yeah,
wow.
We went to everyone here. We checked them out. We made sure that we looked at the geology, the tribes, the structural,
everything,
opportunities, and then we looked at the commercial opportunities, look at the cash flow, look at the sort of what kind of production we're looking at, and what kind of returns, net revenue interest, and all that. We checked out everything before we actually approved them to be here today.
So you have to reach a certain threshold before you can actually present over here. Okay.
Yes. So that's one thing. Jeff came up, Jeff looked at the idea and felt that this was something that was missing in the industry. We have so many opportunities that don't get funded, and we felt that this is an opportunity to actually create that vehicle that would allow people that have good opportunities to get to see some cash, some capital.
So this in a way kind of took out all the noise, all the fluff, all the middlemen, all that stuff. It connected the people that need to actually sit across the table and be connected.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So what we're looking to do, we're trying to do this every year because Texas is special, and we've got some really, really great opportunities and hardworking folks that own assets in Texas. Not just
and North Dakota,
and North Dakota too,
in Montana, not just Texas, and Montana.
So we are looking to create that opportunity that will allow them to get access to this funding real quick and take the advantage of the rally in commodity pricing.
So how can people, I guess, learn more about Sipes or get connected with you, or figure out how to, I guess, get involved in this awesome deal makers, deal buyers event?
So join Sipes. First of all, you have to join Sipes, and my name
SipesHouston.org.
SipesHouston.org, and then reach out to me. If you go to the board, if you go to the link at the board, I'm one of the board members. Reach out to me. My name is Godswell, Wampor. But you can also go to our website, assetbetter.com. Go there and connect with us. Go to our contact page and send us that information, and we will try to facilitate access to capital for your opportunities and your prospects, because we think that good prospects need to get funded.
Yes. Yeah, and you can also find them on LinkedIn as well. Shoot them a note there.
Go to Wampor. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Twitter. So look for
everywhere, every
everywhere.
social media platform.
Oh, by the way, so I'm also running for the president of Nigeria. I told you about that. So part of the strategy is to try to create, because we have.
Wait, time out. I know you told me that, but I just kind of want to take a little pause real quick. What did you just say to me?
I'm running for the president of Nigeria.
Running for the president of Nigeria.
In 2023 election. In 2023 election.
You heard it here. You heard it here first.
Breaking
Probably
news.
not first.
Breaking
Probably
news.
not. Breaking news here.
Yes, breaking news. And the thing is, we look at how the oil and gas energy policy, oil and gas policies are being run in the U.S. This is like the gold standard. You know, everybody benefits. The property owner, the oil company, the government, everybody benefits.
Yes.
So in some part of the world, like where I come from in Nigeria, the property owners or the people, the community that have the oil and gas don't benefit.
Yes.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
So you have a situation where the government takes about 70% of the revenue, and leaves about 20 in the joint venture. The oil company, the Shell, the Chevron, the ExxonMobil take about between 20 to 30% of the cash flow. And when you take 20% of the cash flow, and the government takes 70% or
that's
80%,
not much.
And the responsibility of the government is to make sure that they develop the community,
take care of the people.
Take care of the people.
Yeah.
But the government don't do that. So they take the money and they don't. And the community gets restive, get very unhappy, because you see good production, good oil and gas facilities,
and you're not seeing the benefit. Yeah, there's no roads, there's no
hospital, no electricity, nothing. So those people are living in poverty, and sometimes because of the small margin that the Shell and the Chevron and the ExxonMobil they have to pay. Guess what? They don't care. They don't care about the pollution. They don't care about the environment. They don't, because they try to operate as cheap as possible. So what we're going to do is to create a strategy that is functional to the type you have in the US, where you can say, okay, you know what? Let's give the 30%, tax benefits to the government, that is due to them. But then the oil company gets to keep the 70 or 80%. And part of the responsibility of the oil company is that they must have to set aside between 30 to 40% of their cash flow to developing the communities themselves, because they have.
I dig that.
Yes, because they have the organization, they have the workflow, they have the value chain to actually implement those developments effectively. So you take it out of the hands of government, put it in private hands, and let them develop it and give them the confidence. Okay, look, for your cash flow, you plug back about 30%, 30 to 20% of your cash flow into those communities, build roads, build the hospitals, build the schools, and take the credit. Because when you build it, you label, you nameplate it. Okay, Shell school,
that would look great.
Shell hospital, and everybody wins.
So they win, community wins.
Everybody wins.
I like it. I dig that.
So that's the strategy.
What is your slogan going to be?
So my slogan is rebirthing Nigeria. Rebirth.
Ooh,
we got to rebirth.
I like that.
You actually has to be rebirth. So I'm going to be the first. I'm going to be the first. I'm going to say the first first president of democratic Nigeria, because Nigeria is democracy, but we don't practice democracy.
Oh,
false democracy, pseudo democracy.
You've been practicing democracy.
So I'm going to be the first president of the democratic Nigeria.
I didn't know that. You're hearing this here. Yes, all right. Not only that, we also got the tagline, the slogan line here. I'm pumped for that. But you're going to come on my podcast. We already talked about that earlier. I'm looking forward to that. What else? Do you have anything else you want to say out there?
Well, I'll be. So check me out on my LinkedIn. My Twitter is Nigerian @Nigerian. My LinkedIn is Godwin, but just search for me at MBA, and then. My website, my campaign website is rebirth2023.org.
There's already a website ready?
Yeah, website ready.
Ooh, okay. So, I like that.
Connect with me and let's make something happen, okay, guys?
I love that. Well, thanks for talking to me a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit. And again, everyone, thanks for tuning in, and follow this guy, because he might be the next president of the new democratic Nigeria.
Yes,
so, Rebirth Nigeria.
Rebirth Nigeria.
I dig that. All right.